Hello friends and welcome back to the Weekend Catch-Up Club, the coffee morning show brought to you live every Saturday direct to Facebook and available later on youtube.com/gamertagged on demand. Yet again, I am joined by my amazing cohorts. Above me, as always, is James McLellan. How are you, my buddy? And doing,
I am here.
and doing the big reveal, Letterman style, is the Father Gamer!
Well, hello there.
Look at that. Look at that sexy turn.
How are you guys today?
He's emitting pure blue steel right into the camera lens. Make love to me, Eric. Come on.
Yeah. Whoa. All right.
You may guess, viewers, that some of us haven't had much sleep today or last night. Or what is sleep anymore? What is sleep? So we might be a little bit loopy and a little bit silly today, but that should make for a much better episode, right? It's got it. I think it's got it.
Sure.
Standard,
We'll go with that.
Yeah. How are you guys doing? Buddy. As we all take a sip of our various cocktails and beverages, how are we all doing?
I'm good. I'm yet again awake at 4 a.m. for you guys, so I'm gonna push that because I need somebody to feel sorry for me a little bit.
We do.
I'm good. Yeah, I say that, but I've been playing Fortnite all night anyway, so it's not really that big a deal. So
we got a lot of Fortnite news to talk about later on.
Best car armor ain't gonna earn itself.
Oh my goodness, so, right?
Yeah.
But you're name dropping the armor and everything and Mandalorian, but Chuckles sitting above you hasn't even seen the Mandalorian, Eric. So
I know. We talked about this in the pre-show, just us. Yeah. No, it's fine. Like, I understand. I mean, I am taking your nerd card away.
He doesn't deserve it.
I already ripped it up.
Oh, good. Because otherwise, we were going to send them in to come get you. So, no, I mean, I understand you got other shows to watch. I don't know what, but
I don't even watch those.
Not the boys, clearly either. So what does he watch, for crying out loud?
No, I mean, I want to talk to you about Gogurt or Yoku or Goku or whatever the name his thing is. Well, he did
go Super Saiyan in the last episode.
Yeah, he did. So we see. I can't spoil it, but it's. Yeah, we definitely have got to have a season breakdown of our, in Jamie's case, a series breakdown of everything, because it's, oh my God, this last episode was just crazy Star Wars.
Yeah.
I saw the internet go completely berserk. I mean, I've been trying to avoid spoilers, but obviously I live on social media, so it becomes a little bit difficult at times. So I just accept that I'm going to see stuff these days. Like, I've just sort of learned to live with it a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of that way, especially with that show, because I stay up till like 2 a.m. to watch it when it comes on, because I just don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. This last episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez.
You could tell, right?
I heard.
You could tell.
Yeah, there were moments you could definitely tell, and so it's just kind of cool. And I think Star Wars. And I'm not talking just The Mandalorian, any future shows. I think there's going to be kind of like hey, want to come work at Disney? Well, we'll let you direct an episode of The Mandalorian. So I'm curious to see.
You think it's become a recruiting tool for Disney?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like, get all the best talented directors.
There's only a finite amount of Star Wars movies. Well, I mean, Disney's going to push that obviously, but there's only a finite amount of Star Wars content. And now there's live action TV series, and we know there's going to be more. Oh no, they're going to be pulling out like, hey, come over here with me.
It's going to be a magnificent 7 of directors that are just like curating.
Oh yeah,
I'm already is really
Spielberg to direct at least something.
Yeah,
Star Wars, it's got to happen at some point.
Yeah, Jamie got on it and we'll do a special show, like live reactions with Jamie or something like that of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'm 100% down. I will need to watch the last Star Wars film as well first, which I have yet to watch. And I should point out as well.
Have to. Yeah. Technically, all you have to do is watch Return of the Jedi before you watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So
that's where it's set. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe have some functioning like thing of Clone Wars and
that I know
the Rebels.
at least.
Rebels.
But again, slightly older, so I've watched it, or slightly older by now. As Al keeps telling me, I don't watch anything, but I've just I do need to get on it, and I need to catch up on all things Star Wars because
Have you watched Rebels?
Yes.
Okay, so you're actually probably better than about 50% of, if not more, of the audience that's watching. I had so many people asking, "What's that?" There's a lot of, because Filoni is associated with the show as well. There's a lot of Clone Wars and Rebels references throughout, especially the second season.
Yeah, I'd like to rewatch bits of it, like because I think I've seen some of it out of order because I wasn't. I was watching it on an entirely legal platform that might not have had it all in the. Because it was very hard to get hold of, and then when it was legal, I watched it there. So,
see, that was Disney's own fault for giving it to us a year later than the US. So of course everybody's gonna like get their Cody boxes out and just get it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say otherwise because you'll cut me off. But
we have podcasts of you rubbing it in my face that we didn't have it yet. So
I know that episode that I watched yesterday that you cannot watch. Hey, we tried to figure out ways to get you to watch it.
So true. I know.
Like, there are workarounds. There's always workarounds. It's called the internet. So.
Yeah.
But what else you guys been doing?
I've been playing a ton of Xbox next gen gaming goodness. Everybody, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've been trying to scour the English countryside looking for beard braiding mini games. Following our previous show, I can't find it anywhere.
I'm extremely sad that they did not have that in that.
You know,
I'm really sad.
There's drinking games. There's Viking rap battles. There's a whole bunch of other mini games, but there's no beard like twisting mini games. I can't believe that.
I'm really disappointed in Ubisoft with that.
Like, so am I. Since you raised it, I was going through my mind as to an entire skill tree that could revolve around like dexterity and like nimble fingers, like the speed in which you can craft stuff. It could tie into your crafting skills. It would be a whole thing.
You could use it for making line for fishing or for whatever. Like you should be able to. No, Ubisoft really screwed that up. You know what? They lost about 10 points from me. For this,
it's the game's bloody rubbish because there's no beard braiding in it. That's it.
Absolutely,
it's like a huge missed opportunity. Can't believe it.
So let's you know what? That's it. We're now we've got friends in development. We're totally getting a beard braiding game. Totally, we're doing it right here.
Yeah.
Beard Simulator is going to be
Beard Simulator.
Yeah. So you got to grow it. Yeah, you got to grow it. You got to cultivate it, and then when it gets to a certain length, you style it. Yeah.
I mean, if anybody, I think we three could be the experts on that game. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think the knowledge base is definitely there in this move, isn't it? So,
I think definitely that, and the I can polish off a bag of M&Ms faster than anybody's mini game. So.
And then you get the M&Ms, like the rogue M&Ms, caught in the beard for later. So
for later.
You got density points as well as like
Christmas edition. I mean, President's Day over here. I mean, whatever holidays you guys have. I mean, just know all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You keep your spirit animal in there as well, probably.
Your Pokemon.
Little Pikachu coming out of there.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
It comes out like it's pulling the curtains back of your beard just to kind of peek out. That's what it would do.
Yeah. Pikachu. Yeah, we got it, Ross. We got it.
I think that's the Christmas card for next year sorted anyway, at least.
It's disturbing. It's got to have the M&M in his mouth.
Yeah.
And that is today's show, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I'm going back to bed.
Jamie, so how are you doing gaming side? We've got the PS5 in the bottom there.
Yep.
I'm out to the side on Xbox, and you're representing the PC, so we've got all of the bases covered.
Yeah, it's still weird to me that's my base now, because...
We don't mention Stadia, Eric. Come on, it's Luna now. It's Amazon Luna. Come on. Stadia who? What?
Yeah.
Don't know. It's all on live to me, so... I'm trying not to. I've got to stop being mean to OnLive. Enough time has passed. It's just not. It's just harsh now. It's not funny anymore.
I can see you with a Ouija board, Jamie, just to try and bring OnLive back into the room, just so you can talk shit about it. The spirit of OnLive.
I think it's gonna. I think there's actually gonna be OnLive is gonna be a new ghost in Phasmophobia before long. So you'll walk in. That's part of what I've been playing a lot is Phasmophobia. That game has absolutely got its hooks into me. It's most haunted simulator.
Yeah,
and it's fun. So, but
just
over the past, I mean, we tried out a couple of nights ago. We tried out the beta with the new map, which is a prison, and that was very weird because it's abandoned, but it's been recently abandoned. So the prison's in perfect condition, and there's coffee cups left around and that, but it doesn't look run down like some of the other places you go to. And for some reason, that's creepier. But there's also the fact that we found out that you can hide from the ghost behind the doors, but the doors are all cell doors. So we're there in the back of a cell like that when it's hunting, and you can see it scuttling past outside, but it doesn't notice you. So we're just like, okay, this will be fine. This is probably fine. And it's one of the people playing with us, one of our guildmates, Tilly, we were walking through, and all we could hear was her just swearing at this ghost, trying to get it to appear. And Tilly's Norwegian, and she's upped her English cussing game lately. So, yeah, it's impressive. So I dare not repeat it before the watershed, but she's there walking through the building, just screaming obscenities at it to get it to appear.
In this clean prison, and you can still smell the bureaucracy. I love it.
Yeah. And then you can tell though the exact moment that she regretted every decision that led her to that point, when the ghost appeared in front of her, and she was off in another part of the prison, and we just hear from off in the distance just. I think it found her. So so that's been.
Am I right in thinking that Phasmophobia can use your microphone to make noises in the game, so the ghost can hear you like talking or shitting yourself and like breathing and stuff? Yeah.
And one of the things that we didn't realise for the longest time was that you have to push to talk. You can turn it off, but we left it on because we thought, that way the ghost will only hear us when we actually push to talk.
Right.
So I'm walking around chatting away to the stream, so I was streaming it. So I'm talking crap constantly and then pressing push to talk, and I'm wondering why it keeps coming for me so much. We realise that it's always listening. It's just that none of your team can hear you without push to talk.
I see.
So as far as the ghost is concerned, I've come in and just been a constant litany of absolute nonsense,
running commentary. Like come and find me here.
Yeah, I might as well have just walked in with a T-shirt that just said "All ghosts are dicks" and just started sauntering through the house. But it's been fun.
Excuse me, I am a ghost. Please stop. Like,
yeah, the whole game. I absolutely love it. It's reached a point for us now where we've played it enough that we kind of know what is coming. So it's become a bit more comedy than creepy. But even then, every now and again, it'll catch you out. We were in there the other night, and I watched a shoe walk across the floor at me, and I have never been more unsettled in my life. And I was just stood there for ages afterwards, going, I don't like that. I'm not. So it's good, but Phasmophobia has given way somewhat to World of Warcraft with Shadowlands being out. So
of course, before I get you to talk about Shadowlands, have you taken the VR plunge in Phasmophobia yet?
Not yet. I don't have a VR setup. For the longest time was sort of I think I said last time I was on with you that me and VR, I sit down to game, so it's a bit. There were a lot of games that just didn't feel like they were for me, but Phasmophobia is definitely one of them. And I haven't done it yet, but it's tempting.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a whole new. The problem is I know what my family are like. The minute I put that thing on and start going, I'm looking for ghosts, they will be very quietly creeping towards me with various things to poke me with. There is no way that they will not mess with me.
I mean, honestly,
I would do the same.
Yeah. They'll get the hard-boiled eggs and like put it in your face and stuff like that, as if it's like eyeballs and like falling on you. And stuff.
On the street.
Yeah.
Ooh, spaghetti.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Proper
Yeah.
haunted house stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I think it will happen eventually. But at the moment, I'm back to I've had to limit myself to one night a week on Faz because I need to play other games. So I was like, okay, it was becoming a problem.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So we have a packed show, ladies and gents. We have headlines. We've got obviously Fortnite season just ended, a new one kicked off. We have Worms Rumble and Bugsnax to talk about because they are free on
terrible disease.
It is, but we're going to save that because you're going to show us the symptoms. And then we also have Xbox can actually play PlayStation 2 games via emulation, weirdly enough. We have Demon Souls Rubber Ducks. And finally, we have the Super Nintendo World officially opens in Japan in February. Man, lots of cool stuff to talk about. So, Eric, you are our Fortnite dude, okay?
I don't know how the hell that happened in life, but yeah, sure.
So I'm going to share my screen for the viewers. You guys have the show notes, so you'll know what we're talking about. I've pulled up the main Fortnite webpage, and it is, of course, Chapter 2, Season 5, 0 Point has just kicked off. But, Eric, you were there for the finale of the Marvel Galactus world-ending event.
Yeah, it was me and Mike. That was pretty epic. I mean, you're going to read online either way, of course, because people are just never going to be happy. It was this, in case you didn't know, the big theme for season 4, season 2, for part 4, whatever it is.
Too many parts.
Season, the big thing was a Marvel tie-in that was actually tied in with comics and continuity and all this stuff, where Galactus, the big world eater, was coming to destroy the Fortnite planet. And they had all of these with the season pass, all of these Marvel-based characters, and even had parts of like the upstate New York and Stark Industries and all this really kind of cool Marvel stuff. If you're a Marvel fan, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They had, Galactus was coming. We all knew he was headed towards there, and eventually we knew there was going to be some world ending, some big thing to end the season. And to me, they didn't let down. It was really kind of fun. It was a live, one-time only event. It was about 12 to 13 minutes long, so it wasn't very long.
Okay, but quite fleeting.
You waited on a helicarrier, and Galactus showed up and was like, hey, I'm here. And
you should do the voice acting.
Exactly. I'm Marvel. I'm available. And he swatted the helicarrier out of the way, and so Iron Man swooped down, picked you up, took you in a jetpack into another world where there was literally 1 billion battle buses, and you all fought Galactus. And there was this really cool, you can find it online, I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere, thing that happened, and they were playing AC/DC, and you were shooting, going through a trench run thing, God, and then you all amazing. Like, yeah, it was freaking epic. Like, kind of funny because the name of the company, but. And so it was down for about 10 hours after that, which is way better than the last world-ending thing they had for there was, 4 days or something like that. And now this season, the rumors went pretty quickly that this was coming, but is the big thing is warriors and hunters from all over different galaxies and stuff are joined together and are fighting this big bad thing that's going to happen this season. And one of the big first ones is the Mandalorian, and on the season pass or battle pass, whatever. And it's kind of cool. Like, you get the Mandalorian, you get his armor from the very first episode, and you have to collect different pieces of the Beskar armor throughout the season, and you've got all these interesting hunters from all over. Like I said, you've got this little anime girl, and you've got this guy that's like a pancake man shooter cowboy guy and all this. I don't know. It's fun. The map's actually pretty interesting. It's a kind of a hybrid of like the older map and the map from last season, and it's got a bunch of interesting unique new dynamics to it that I'm actually kind of just now kind of figuring out every little piece. When a new map comes out, you just have to kind of wander and figure out what's new. But they added for this season bounties, sort of like Call of Duty and whatnot, and it's really fun. Like I did my first bounty the other day, and so you go and talk to an NPC character, which are characters that have been throughout the season, basically skins, and they have you hunt down other characters. I mean, they have you hunt down actually live people in the match. Yeah. And you have a certain amount of time. It tells you kind of a roundabout where they are, and it's kind of adds another complexity to the solo through the 4-player missions. And I don't know, it's a lot of fun. Like when I did my first one, I did it on solo, and it was really fun. Cool. And you have to do that to get some of your Beskar armor. And I don't know. I think it's Fortnite.
But it's fun.
We're not going to change it too much.
Yeah, the fact that they do these seasons like so, like well realized every single time on a near constant basis is truly mind blowing. I've said it before. It's like love it or hate Fortnite. The fact that they have all these crossovers, these tie-ins, this fresh content constantly for like every season, and the battle pass content is really incredible. And of course, Mando here got me jumping back in yesterday. Because I wanted that Mando skin, and I've got the little shoulder piece, the pauldron, like one of them, but that's all I got. And then I promptly died, but not before getting his rifle, and that was really cool moment.
It was really cool. And Kratos, they had the first. I don't think it's a console exclusive. I think the armor is a console exclusive, like a specific armor you can get if you play one match on the PS5.
Okay.
But there's even rumors that there possibly might be a Master Chief.
Yes, I saw that.
If that's the case, I could see that. That's kind of cool. I don't know. People are kind of wishing there will be a Nintendo exclusive. I don't know. Nintendo's kind of weird with their characters. I mean, Samus would be really cool, but I don't know. We'll see about that.
Samus would be incredible, right? Samus would be really cool. Just
the Zero suit or the regular version. That would be really have a little Metroid on your back. Yeah. That would be really, really cool. So I don't know. I'm expecting, especially because they don't have the their mobile. That was a huge thing for them, losing that mobile revenue. So I think a lot of the Marvel stuff and it was part of that. And so I'm pretty sure how much money they made from the Marvel stuff. They're going to sink as many of those big characters into this next season as possible. So you're looking at least $20 each time if you want one. I mean, they even added a if you do your custom, like your characters you want to save, they had originally like 10 slots that you could save those, and you could put them on a random cycle.
Yeah.
They added, it's 50 slots now, so they know that people are doing this and are probably going to buy more characters. So I mean, I'm at least, I noticed that I'm sinking at least that much every month.
Buying all those V-Bucks, yeah. So what's the subscription thing? I
was about to say, they added a new subscription thing to it. So it's about, I don't know what the price for you guys, but I'm assuming it's about,
Here it's $9.99 here. Yeah,
yes, that's what I was kind of figuring. It's about almost $12 here at the US. It's every month. You get 1,000 V-Bucks every month. You get an exclusive skin and some kind of thing. It's something attached to it as well. And you get, no matter what, you get to keep that skin every month. You keep the V-Bucks, and then you also get, the first time you do it, you get the season pass as well. And you get to keep that no matter if you do the monthly subscription or not. So basically, you're paying every month to get the V-Bucks and get 1,000 V-Bucks and get a new skin.
Yeah, and then you can use that V-Bucks to buy the battle pass like every season as well.
Right,
kind of
right.
thing.
And I do. For a while there, it's all I would ever do. I would never buy any of the skins, but not anymore. So. And then here in the States, and I don't know if you guys you guys are doing it as well. They have, if you spend any real world money right now, you get 2 months of Disney Plus for free. So, I mean, obviously that tie-in for the Mandalorian
That's
is
pretty
there
good.
for a reason.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Man, it's how
a
do
lot
they
of
keep doing
Fortnite talk.
Yeah,
really,
God, how do they keep doing it?
I feel kind of gross inside right now, so it's.
Oh, but it's fun. That's the thing, man.
Yeah,
it's
well,
so fun.
It's. I noticed the other day, like I have the PS5, it's sitting there, and it looks really pretty on the PS5. But I got the PS5, and I was sitting in my room on my Switch playing Fortnite,
Eric,
and then switching between that and Animal Crossing. Well, I didn't want to get up. Oh, here's the worst part: when the change happened after I was waiting for the update so I could start the new season, I kept logging in on my PlayStation through my phone just to see if the update doing the I so dirty. It just felt so gross.
What am I gonna do with you? You're my Fortnite buddy, that's for sure.
I guess I am.
Yeah, we need to jump on tonight. Maybe later on tonight we can jump in and play some matches because it's been a while.
I freaking was on. This is how gross I felt the other day. I got my first win or dub. I'm so hip. I got my first dub of the season, and I was like, I got a dub, and I was like, oh, I feel gross that I said that. Like I don't want to. No, I guess I am. Guess I'm a Fortnite person. It happened. That 2020. What are you gonna do?
I've been told I have to make a triumphant return to Fortnite because I didn't play throughout the entire Marvel season, which was shocking of me. But both my kids, they just appeared at my elbow the minute the new Battle Pass was out. Like, Father, we require monies. Oh, Jesus. So they've both got set up and have very, very excitedly announced to me, it's like, we got man cake. Like, do I need to be concerned that you're
you should be
talking to someone you shouldn't?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, he's a guy, but he's pancakes. I'm like, this is probably Fortnite, right? So of course I went and looked, but I am actually going back this season, I think, because I miss Battle Royales. I haven't played one for a while. I kind of went from Battlegrounds to Fortnite, and then went from Fortnite to Warzone, Call of Duty, and then I haven't played one for ages. So I've just reinstalled PUBG on the PC for playing on here, but I've also updated Fortnite on the Xbox, and I think I'm going to be
lost. Yeah, exactly.
Fortnite was the weirdest thing, though. Like I did the review for the original Fortnite when it first came out, and the world's whatever.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Save the world, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then they announced, they're doing this PUBG, competing type thing, and I was like, okay. And I played it the first season. I thought it was okay. It was whatever. And then I remember somewhere not too long after that, Apex came out, and I pulled everyone over to Apex. And the moment I got all my friends on Apex, I went back to Fortnite and never played Apex again.
Well done.
And
just eliminating competition.
Yeah.
Just like guys, come over here.
All of your guys
stay there. Right.
So
Apex was good. I enjoyed Apex.
Oh, I loved Apex.
Apex is good. Yeah, it's got that Titanfall gameplay, but it's the Battle Royale expanded universe kind of thing. Yeah, I need to return to that as well. But there's something about the seasons and the skins that Fortnite
it's
gives,
got
and
that
it's
collector thing
Yeah.
so ingrained in, it's so ingrained in me that I've got to get them all, like the Pokemon thing. That it's got that. I don't know. I know it's really funny too, because they have all this new content every season. That I know these guys work pretty hard on doing this content every season, and you go on Twitter, and half of the comments you see is we want the map from the original map back. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, guys.
Yeah, gamers.
So, gamers,
we're never happy, right? Never happy. No. I know. Okay, let's move on from Fortnite before we start like hemorrhaging viewers like crazy. So
it's called the Fortnite show. Thank you very much.
I can just do the whole show of Fortnite.
Epic, you can put my money in the bank.
I know. So this month's games on PS Plus monthly are two bangers in particular. Worms Rumble. So we're keeping on the Battle Royale theme for a second. Worms Rumble is a new shooter, but in the Worms universe. So no longer is it the turn-based, like side-on anthill kind of view. This is like a proper Plants v Zombies like shooter, but as Battle Royale, and apparently it is a ton of fun. Now, Sean was playing this on stream last week, and he was loving it. He was really praising it, and he says just remember that the first 5 levels, as you're leveling up, are deathmatch, and then once you get to level 5, that's when the Battle Royale mode actually opens up, and then you can do like the 1 versus 100 worms.
I like that actually.
Which 100 worms sounds like pretty disgusting and horrible. It's not not an image I really want to keep in my mind, but apparently it's supposed to be a lot of fun. And what's cool about PS Plus is that they're actually giving you the 2 versions. So you're getting the PlayStation 4 version and you're getting the PlayStation 5 version if you have already made the jump, or if you're like maybe planning on making the jump to next gen console gaming, but you haven't done it yet. So I like that. So add it to your library, and then you've got it for later.
Be careful though, because I've already found this out twice on the PS4, PS5. With a couple games, make sure you're playing the right version, because I thought Call of Duty completely called it in this season at first. I thought it was just trash looking, and then I realized about a good 6 or 7 hours into it that I was playing the PS4 version.
Yeah.
So
oops, you downloaded the wrong version, because it's weird that it if you're
it downloaded both.
Oh, it downloaded both.
It downloaded them both.
Well, that's your hard drive gone,
some
man.
Weird. It was some weird. It was, yeah. It was a digital version, and
I mean, it's bad enough downloading nearly 200 gigs for one game once, never on twice.
Oh. It's like, I can't figure out why this damn thing is taking up 80% of my hard drive. Like,
it's the Call of Duty machine, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
And we've also got the adorable Bugsnax, which is getting a lot of attention and praise at the moment for just being like wholesome fun. So again,
it's cute.
Again, same deal. You're not getting the PlayStation 4 version. You're only getting the PS5 version. But it's really cool that PlayStation are actually included PlayStation 5 only games into the PS Plus monthly game subscription. So that's pretty awesome. But as you can see, if you want the PS4 version, it's only $17.99, so it's not crazy expensive. But it's cool that they're adding that for free as part of the Plus collection as well. So I haven't played any of these games. I've yet to sample them to see what they're like. But I like the idea of Bugsnax. It's like
it's cute.
It's really like you're taking pictures of like creatures and things like that. I don't really. You're like a safari type of collector, or do you just like photograph them and then you eat them like a monster? I don't really know.
I mean, you pretty much got it for the most part.
Yeah.
I haven't played too much of it. I've been too busy with Fortnite. And Miles. I did platinum Miles, so I guess I shouldn't. But yeah, no, they're both really cute and essentially free games. So I mean, it's a lot of fun.
I know PlayStation are doing really well with their cutesy family games right now, because we talked quite a bit about Astro's Playroom, which is clearly
that game
clearly
is
phenomenal,
great.
like really really good.
Yeah, and it's free.
And it's free. It comes with the system. Bugsnax has come out as well. It's free on PS Plus, but also one that's getting overlooked, and it shouldn't be because it's apparently really really good. Is Sackboy: A Big Adventure on PS4 and PS5. Now, I just watched the Digital Foundry video on the analysis, their breakdown, and the PS5 version of that is stunning, like really good. You wouldn't imagine that they could render yarn and like buttons and felt to such a high fidelity.
gosh, let me tell you though, like on the PS5 in general, and I'm sure on the Xbox too, the stuff with fabric is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, and I recently went back and just a couple days ago played Days Gone, and playing the PS4 version, obviously, but like up whatever right now as much as it can be, and they were getting there. They were almost there, like as far as even back to that game. But the current, I guess current gen now stuff is crazy. The stuff in Miles and the stuff in Sackboy, just the fabric is like, I used to judge everything by water, but now it's almost like the fabric.
Yeah.
Oh dear God, it looks real.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've noticed that a lot with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because like the materials in general, like the metal looks like this. It's like beaten metal. The leather of the straps or the armor, the layers of different like leathered armor looks like leather. It's quite incredible. The high resolution and the fidelity of these textures is nuts.
Exactly. Even in Fortnite, like some of the stuff, like I noticed where I played the PS4 version of with the Iron Man suit and stuff from last season, and then got on the PS5 version, and I could notice little chip pieces of the paint off of the Iron Man's armor and stuff, and it was just like, holy crap, this is like we're in the future. It's kind of cool. Like it's really cool.
Yeah. Quick note in the chat there. Alan in the chat is saying Bugsnax is like Guillermo del Toro's version of Pokemon Snap.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had Alan's been messaging me. I got a message from Alan midway through, by the way. I got a message from Al midway through there that just said, "Stop talking about Fortnite. Where's WoW?" But he has his own obsessions. So,
WoW doesn't have freaking Marvel skins yet, so
it does not. It does not. But the thing with when you're saying there about the graphic, I was talking to someone about this the other day, and it is insane to think how far it's come. When I remember turning to someone, one of the most impressive things I had seen ever was Soldier of Fortune on the PC that had, like individual hitboxes for body parts. It was like, oh, you see the graphics in it. And I actually went back and looked at it not that long ago. I was like, Jesus Christ, my eyes hurt. This is horrible. Well, it was amazing then, but
it's weird. Okay, speaking of that, like that whole, every generation, when we move into the next generation and we look back and we thought that generation was the best we could ever be. Yeah. Like, there's no way. Yeah. Like, how in hell can we get any better than the last generation? Well, I got through playing Miles Morales. And I said, okay, I'm going to jump into the original one. They brought that one over as well, and kind of up-resed it and made it kind of pretty. And I jumped in, and it doesn't quite have the graphical fidelity. Okay. It doesn't quite have the reflective surfaces and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my God. This is literally like 2 weeks in, and
trash.
I'm already.
This game is garbage because it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already hit that. Oh my God. I can't see every reflection in most surfaces. Ugh, it's terrible. Throw it away. It's trash.
Yeah. Why is there a PlayStation 3 looking game on my PS5? What is going on here?
Dude, that was my game of the year, 2 years ago? And I'm already like, and it's even better looking than it was on the PS4. And I'm just like, it's trash. It's like, I mean, it was not that bad, but I mean, it's like, oh my God, it's not.
The jump to Miles Morales is phenomenal. I'm noticing it because I was playing on the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is still last generation, but my God, it looks good. Yeah, and you can see like the increase in tech, the increase in learning, the increase in like improvements to that game engine for the characters' faces, for like the snow in New York, because the first game, the 2018 version, was just like either like sunny, a little bit wet, but there wasn't much weather, like dynamic weather, really.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas now they've got a snow physics system in there. They've got more lighting, more venom powers, electricity effects and stuff. It's nuts.
Just I would say Miles is actually a better game, which is like crazy for me to say, but it is a better game. It's a shorter game, but it's a better experience.
Condensed. We like to use the word condensed. It's a condensed experience, so quality feels more like less spread out and
so I feel bad about taking so much time talking about Miles Morales and Fortnite when we didn't talk about your game, Jamie. I mean, do you want to talk about it?
Shadowlands, World of Warcraft.
Oh.
Is that a rabbit hole? Is it too painful for you?
A little bit.
Is it bad?
No, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. But the brief summation of the experience with Shadowlands was essentially we waited a long time for it because it got obviously delayed and that couldn't be helped and that was all fine. And it released. I sat there and it released and no one could play it except me. I was the only person who was on that. There was about 6 of us in Discord just chatting and waiting for it to appear. And everyone got booted from the game. But I stayed in, so I felt guilty. Right. But also got to play it while everyone was trying to get back in. Now, we noticed a weird thing, that they basically... The servers died, because we play on Draenor, which is the busiest server. It's certainly the busiest server EU, and I think it might actually have hit busiest server in the world at this point. So the population on it is huge. So you're forever waiting in queues now when you and it's getting better, but I've jumped on one day and it was like you are 6,000th in the queue. You'll be waiting for 3 hours, and that's it. You just leave it and walk away. You have to wait, and then it gets to your slot, and then you get DC'd and you can't play it anyway. So it was a painful experience for a few days, but once we finally got in, it's really weird. There are 4 zones in Shadowlands, like the 4 main zones. There's Bastion, which is beautiful, and it's this sort of like heavenly, because the whole thing's set in the World of Warcraft afterlife, basically. Okay. And so you come from the Moor, which is hell, and then you go to Bastion, which is very heavenly, and then you go to Maldraxxus, which is brown, and that's the best I can say about that place. Like, the whole place is just meh. It's like Plaguelands 2.0, very tedious. And then you move to Ardenweald, which is this magical fairy forest, and then I've just hit Revendreth, and it is Transylvanian vampire shit everywhere, and I could not be happier. It is just like there's a guy you meet called the Lord Chamberlain, looks for all the world like Gary Oldman and Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it's heaven. It is so good. Cool. So it's fantastic, but yeah, it's been an up and down, painful experience trying to play it. So yeah, but
well,
it's so good.
I definitely want to talk about it. It's been like I'm not touching that crack, like with no, I'm not getting back to that. No, it's not. But like vicariously, I'll live through. Like, tell me, how does it taste? I want to hear about it, but I don't know.
JB, describe it slowly and in great detail for Eric.
Yeah, how does it feel when you push it into your vein?
Yeah, and charge him by the minute as well. Okay.
I did an article years ago. Like this is way back. Like I forgot. This is like maybe the 3rd expansion in. I hadn't played. It was quite. It was already becoming phenomenon at that time, and I pitched this article to do about my 30 days in WoW, and for basically a noob's point of view, and we approached them about it, and they were very gracious, and we're like, here's codes, here's this stuff, here's that stuff, and we're like, no, we have to. I mean, I'll keep that for later, but like I have to do it from a the viewpoint of somebody who's never played, and to write the thing, and it was a very comically written article, and I thought it was some of the best stuff I had ever written. Like, it was so great. Mm-hmm. And the website I was working for at the time went under before the article came out, and so I was really sad. But I had literally years of paid content, and boy, I used them.
Oh man,
yeah.
It is disturbingly addictive.
It very much is, especially for obviously my personality type.
Yeah. So Jamie, for the benefit of Alan in the chat, who has just said, meh, World of Warcraft, I can take it or leave it. How does it compare to Too Human?
Well, I mean, World of Warcraft is a video game, and Too Human is an abomination. So
I thought you were going to say a religion. Maybe it could be the same thing.
Too Human was a mistake that was visited upon us by an angry god.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah, it's yeah.
But you know, Alan believes it to be the greatest game ever made.
You know what? He's entitled to his belief, and some people think that whatever. But some people apparently like Superman 64.
You know, I put it on the other day via backward compatibility. I cracked the seal on my sealed copy of Two Humans. Sorry, guys.
And then the Necronomicon was real.
Practically, yeah. I opened the case and dust blew out, or was it a spirit of some kind? I don't really quite know.
And then it attacked James in his game.
It's the Phasmophobia crossover now in my house with Two Human and ghosts. And
you're gonna open up a door and shoes are gonna be walking towards you.
You're
so screwed, Ross.
That game has got some really interesting controls, so let's just leave it at that. A really interesting.
Yeah, that'll cover it.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. It's just we all have things that we like that other people do not appreciate.
It's so true.
The world's biggest aliens, colonial marines apologist. I love that game, and I don't care what anyone else says. So I can't give Al too much hassle for it. Although he likes that one as well. So he's just stupid. Sorry, mate.
God. I mean, I don't know.
Before we start losing friends, I think we've already lost enough friends. Very, very quickly, because we'll move on to the next couple of articles as well. Xbox Series X, apparently, users have managed to find a hack that allows the game to play PlayStation 2 games.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
At least it plays something.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You know, I wasn't going to throw shade at PlayStation for this, but now I think I might, just because of that.
Oh, it's pretty easy as far as backwards compatibility goes. It is. But it's got Spider-Man.
If the PS5 won't play PlayStation games, Xbox will do it for them.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. It needs to play something. But
this is so bizarre, though, right?
It is really bizarre.
So the Xbox Series X boasts the most powerful console on the market, in air quotes, I think there. But anyway, through backwards compatibility, where is it? Modern Vintage Gamer on YouTube shared playing some of their favourite PlayStation 2 titles on the Series S, which is really bizarre. As I don't know how they got it to do. I'm not going to read too much into this article, but it's bizarre how they managed to get it to.
Series S, or is it like Xbox One and
I think it's part of I think it's the backward compatibility, the way it's implemented in Xbox. For some reason, they managed to get it to play PlayStation 2 games. I don't know how.
Yeah, I heard Dreamcast too. So
yeah, all the way up to Dreamcast. It's so bizarre, really bizarre. Imagine being able to play Ico and Jack and Daxter on your Xbox. That's mental. That's a dream that we can eventually.
Terrible. There was a part. I got very excited by that article because there was a game that I absolutely loved was 007 Nightfire, and the game itself was
Is that the Daniel Craig one, Nightfire?
No, it was still Brosnan at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really.
It was just a really fun to play with friends. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Mostly because you would spend most of the game. We used to play it on the GameCube. And you could play it with bots. So we would play a couple of us against bots, and the bots would inevitably wander into a corner somewhere and get stuck.
Yeah.
And you could tell because the game would stutter to about 3 FPS, and you'd have to go around in stop motion trying to find him so you could shoot him, so that he would die and then clear the game up and it would start moving again. But it had weird little things. There was a level with cable cars, and there was crossbows, and there was a remote control helicopter. It was just fun. But I saw that and I was like, oh my god, Nightfire was cause we used to play on the PlayStation 2 as well. Nightfire was PS2. And then I had to actually, and I said this out loud as I read the article, I went, oh yeah, but it was on Xbox as well, dumbass. That was exactly what I said to myself. So it's backwards compatible anyway, I think. So. But yeah, there are some interesting games from back then that kind of would be nice to see them.
Yeah, and I kid too about Xbox. I think the backwards compatibility on Xbox is phenomenal. I had a great discussion right around when they announced their stuff with the team, and they were so proud of it. Like it was a technological feat for them to actually get that implemented into it. And I absolutely love to have a backwards catalog. Like I think that was one of the biggest issues with my PS4 was the whole like not being able to play my at least my PS3 games catalog. I had such a huge catalog of games, and so I mean the fact that the system plays PS2 games in some capacity is freaking hysterical.
Yeah. I mean,
so maybe they did their job a little too good over there at Xbox.
It's worth it just for being able to play 2 Human.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. You know what? So maybe it can play Superman 64 as well, or ET at that point. So
God,
Jesus, ET! Wow,
you could get trapped in the
portal into hell.
Yeah. Damn, guys. Okay, so the next article is Demon Souls and rubber ducks. 2 things which I don't think we ever would have thought coming together, but yeah.
No, but we need now.
Now we need just like the mods to bring this back.
Well, so just that video is freaking hysterical. Like just the. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna play it or not, but like it just the whole like. Okay, yeah, the rubber ducks. PlayStation has used rubber ducks before with the infamous bathtub rubber duck thing and whatnot.
Look at the giant rubber duck.
To see the giant rubber duck, and somebody's got to go in and just like completely just rubber ducky. You're the one. They've got to have that playing over, just echoing, just like.
Like
Ernie's laugh.
Yeah.
Just I need that tomorrow. Somebody, internet, get on that for me.
It's so funny. Like like something to test physics in your game, like destructibility and various tech. Just make it rubber ducks as particle systems are rubber ducks.
Yeah, they've been using rubber ducks for a while, so it's kind of funny to see that. I would still, for some reason, still die 800 times and throw my controller if it was rubber ducks.
Yeah, totally,
of
course.
I like the fact because they mentioned in that article. I think it was that article. I read a couple because I read the one you sent me, but I've been seeing stuff about this and it tickled me.
It's great.
Slightly disappointed when I read it at first because you know there's actually a range of geek rubber ducks that you can get.
Yes.
Which are like Batman duck and all that.
Yeah.
And at first I thought that they were announcing that they were doing Dark Souls.
Dark Souls collection, Demon Souls collection.
Yeah.
Well, they will now. They will now. That's the ultimate crossover marketing tie-in right there.
With the beard game.
No.
With the beard.
Bearded ducks.
Beards and ducks, the game.
Yeah. But no,
our friends at Sold Out, guys.
Make it happen, guys. Make it happen.
Now we can make it happen. What are you talking about, Ross?
Oh my god. Wild.
My development
Creative
skills
Ramble Games.
Basic, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
But no, the thing that really, really got me with that article is, did you see the bit where it said, because one of the ducks mutated into this rampaging duck with razor sharp teeth. So they put it in to test it, but it actually started coming out. I mean, I actually think that might be more terrifying than anything in that game.
Yeah.
If you're stood there with your sword and shield, like, what dread foe is next? And you see this giant yellow thing coming over the hill.
Yeah, you know those like YouTube videos and Facebook videos where somebody will put their dog in like a spider costume and just let it run down the street, and it scares the shit out of everybody because they don't see the dog, they just see the fucking legs like of the spider rampaging toward them. I think this is a situation like that where it's just a cutesy rubber duck, and then they put like tentacles on it and then just like let it sail down the river and people freak out.
I would post that video and people are like, bro, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. This is why you're dying. Like,
yeah, exactly. I know. It's this takes Untitled Goose Game to a whole other level. Like Dark Souls ducks, man. Come on.
Oh, but okay, that's the next crossover.
The titled duck game. That's our.
Oh, nice.
It reminded me a bit of the some of the Skyrim mods, like you can put Thomas the Tank Engine into Skyrim.
Yeah.
The dragon.
That's actually what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
Oh god, terrifying stuff. Terrifying stuff. Right, anyway, our last article for the day is the big one that Eric, you know, our friendship is largely built on your love and experience and history with Disney, the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to have to defriend you now because you've been superseded by Super Nintendo Land. Sorry.
Sure. Okay, that's weird. But
I would never do that to you. I'm kidding.
No. It's cool. I'm okay. All right.
Look at this. I'm going to bring up the pictures on Twitter.
I've been.
Jesus.
I have to tread. These are waters I have to tread very carefully because I do know people that are working on this.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, I worked in that industry for a very long time.
Very true.
It's pretty phenomenal. As someone who's actually worked in the design of attractions, it's some pretty awesome stuff. I mean, the Bowser Castle is pretty spot on, and it's
insane,
something that I would have absolutely should have been born to design.
Yeah.
So it's a little painful to watch as well, but it's pretty remarkable.
And look at these trophies, like they're straight out of the Mario Kart like cup trophies.
Yeah, they're
so
really cool. I saw
good.
those earlier, and it's also the band. The thing that they're doing is they're trying to they have this little band thing that you walk around and when you go to the various attractions, they have game elements, some in VR, some in real world where you're jumping up and down and doing things and even reenacting the breaking of blocks and all this kind of stuff. And it sounds really fun. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what's coming, but I mean, and what's going to translate over to the States version of because they're doing at Universal in Florida, they're actually doing an entire new theme park, and this is going to be one of the main areas of that theme park.
Yeah.
So they're building like good God, the third theme park for Universal there.
Jesus.
And I've heard there might even be a DreamWorks land type thing there as well. So I don't know. This thing looks really phenomenal. I'm really hoping that everything gets a little less crazy in the next year, and maybe not get to go to Japan, but the one that's opening in Florida, which is opening not too long after, because this one was delayed because of COVID.
Yeah. Well, they were supposed to be building a Studio Ghibli like theme park or world, which was slated, I think, for 2022. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
And I was excited by that, and I still am, of course. But
yeah,
I mean, this roller coaster of the Mario Karts just looks absolutely insane. So
and it's so like, so captures.
Yeah.
Down to they do, but Disney, what we used to have is like they like to plus things. That was the term, is like we would plus stuff, and they're plussing the hell out of that out of all the pictures that I've seen, and this doesn't even show like some of the restaurants and stuff that I've seen through friends, and some of the stuff that they're starting to show press, that's pretty fun. It just looks really fun, and I think that's any of us that. I remember walking into like over at Disney when you walk into, they had the Star Tours attraction. This is way before they have the new Star Wars thing. And you walk in, I'm such a Star Wars fan, and it's like the real world, like, oh my God, I'm on Endor. Yeah. And so I just can't imagine as a gamer walking in, it was like, oh my God, like I'm in Bowser's Castle. Like I'm in a Nintendo game. That's just,
I just hope that they have something where they've got like the big paintings in Peach's castle, which you can
like
you jump through the paintings, and somehow I don't know how they'll do it, but I love them.
Oh, I totally.
Yeah.
Sit down with me, buddy. We'll talk about this.
Let's brainstorm.
No,
this.
I mean, I know that they're integrating VR, some kind of VR type of tech, or at least AR type of tech with a lot of their attractions. So they could totally do something with that. Yeah. So I want to throw banana peels. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, I do have one concern with that ride though, because landing from that green pipe is going to hurt like hell. The first time I looked at that picture, I genuinely couldn't figure out where people got in, and I was thinking, "Oh my god!"
They drop in from above. Yeah, of course.
Just
can you imagine though?
Yeah.
Is that a wheelchair? I can't see it right down there too. I don't know. So
health and safety is going to have a field day, or maybe they're just like, oh, we don't care about health and safety. Just enjoy yourselves, kids and adults.
I like how your safety guy sounds like Watto.
Health and safety do not work here. Oh, you go.
Yeah. So, but
brilliant.
Yeah, somebody who they kind of do sometimes, the health and safety people. What do you mean I have to have seatbelts? But yeah, I don't know.
Can't be on fire?
Yeah, just wait till you see Rainbow Road.
It's just pure LSD. We give every guest pure LSD and just
it's in the air. You just breathe it in as soon as you enter the room.
You pass through a mist of it, yeah, and then
it's actually Nintendo has done slight thematic stuff in the past, especially with E3. They would actually design a lot of their E3 booths through companies that actually use ex-Imagineers or Imagineers to design, and from Disney. And so, they're not unaccustomed to creating things that are pretty spot on too. Like I know when Breath of the Wild, the year before it came out, their E3D booth before that was, dear God, as somebody who literally worked on stuff that built stuff like that, it was dead on for being inside of Breath of the Wild. And so that's what I'm wanting, though. That's what I'm wanting at attraction like this. I want a Zelda area. Yeah. I want a Metroid area, which it's Japan. They don't care about Metroid too much, but I want that kind of stuff, not just Mario.
They've got all the worlds that they can create, right? They've got that such crazy rich back catalog of games where they can just do stuff. Yeah.
Could you imagine walking into it's the Castle of Time or whatever it is, the for Zelda, walking in and you have the Master Sword
in the plinth, you have to draw it or something. Yeah.
Yeah. That could be their version of the Excalibur sword, like they do at Disney.
Do you think they'd maybe do something where the guests come into this big arena, they have to dress up in padded costumes, and it's Ninja Warrior style for Smash Brothers?
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm really hoping. And then the health and safety guy comes in and he's like, nobody can fight. But yeah, it's it just seems so much fun to actually design those. I'm very jealous that between them and the Star Wars guys, I'm very jealous of those two teams. So
what a time we're having, right? For stuff
that's got to create a hell of a lot of employment, not unemployment. That's got to create a lot of employment, because they must have to hire thousands of people to dress as Navi and follow each individual guest around the Zelda area. Going, hey, listen!
And all the different languages too, and so it's got to be a regular UN and Navi out there.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, so or actually, poor Link just doesn't talk, so he'd just be standing around going.
No, he's got cards cue cards and stuff. He's got to hold them up.
What's the Christmas movie that comes every year?
Love Actually.
Love Actually. It's just he's Zelda's hanging out, Princess Zelda's hanging out with Ganon, and he's just like, don't say who it is, like, you're gonna come with me, please come with me, oh my god, you're in danger. Like, yeah. So it's God, so much is happening right now.
I know. And very little quick bonus thing, I actually played Immortals Phoenix Rising last night, Eric.
Oh, you did get it?
I did. I was getting such good reviews, and I thought I wasn't planning on getting it, but I just took the plunge, and I thought, you know what, it looks fun. It looks like the Breath of the Wild thing, but Ubisoft are doing their own thing with it, with Greek mythology, and I had a lot of fun with it. I streamed 2 hours or so last night of it, and the humor is really funny. I was literally laughing out loud a good few times during the stream.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
that's what I was kind of hoping, because to differentiate itself a little bit, was maybe some kind of humor.
Yeah, because I mean, broadly speaking, like the mechanics and everything are like, they are derivative as shit. They totally are.
Is this the typical Ubisoft kind of Breath of the Wild?
It's I would say it's more leaning toward Breath of the Wild than a typical Ubisoft open world game. Or you still have like the clearing the fog of war, but it's not towers now. It's just like a peak, like in Breath of the Wild, and then
the face palm review that I read, dude. That okay. Like, as anyone who's ever reviewed stuff is like, you don't like. I say it to friends and stuff when I'm describing it. When you do a review, is if Breath of the Wild and something Assassin's Creed had a baby or something like that, and I was like, don't do that. Like, you describe what it is, please. Just describe it. I mean,
it's hard when it is so like clearly influenced by
derivative
that.
of both.
Exactly. But I will say that I'm enjoying the humor. I'm enjoying the art style. It looks gorgeous on the new consoles for sure, and I like that it's not some of the typical Ubisoft tropes where you would clear the Eagle Tower or something like that, and then all these icons would pop up. It is much more like that Breath of the Wild, where you have to climb the highest peak, and then you have to look and find your own points in the map and discover them that way.
Is there a stamina gauge?
There is, yeah. Of course, there's a stamina gauge.
Okay, I literally have like not watched anything of it, and was just like, okay, when it goes down to 40 next year, I'll probably play it. Like,
there's a stamina gauge, and you know the magnetism tool in Breath of the Wild to allow you to lift like big metal blocks. There's one of those as well. Only it's anything or anything heavy. So it's like rocks, it's boxes, it's trees.
I don't think they understand how magnetism works.
Clearly not. So, but there's those things as well. There's shrines, but they're called vaults of Tartarus in this one. It's the puzzle. It's basically shrines, but they're doing their own twist on them. And at the moment, they're doing enough things that, yes, you could say, oh my god, it's a complete copy paste job. It's not. It is doing its own thing with Greek mythology and the humor.
That style of gameplay could be its own genre. It really can.
Exactly.
It can stand on its own. It's just a matter of how you fill out those chapters.
I think it's getting hit for being like so. I don't want to say derivative, but it is derivative in that regard, because nobody else has done the Zelda thing, Breath of the Wild thing, and so this is the first one to really take that kind of template and those mechanics and take it into something new. And I think that's why it's maybe working against it a little bit. But the reviews are really positive.
What's it called? Genshin Impact?
Genshin Impact, yeah. I never played that, but that is like an exact looker like Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Yeah, it is, and it's extremely fun, though. It's like really fun. It's like if a JRPG and Breath of the Wild had a baby. So, I mean...
yeah. Use your words, reviewer. Use your words.
I can do it. You can't. But... it's I mean, I can see, at one point there was like the first turn-based combat game, and then after that, it's a style of game. It's
totally.
Just, it's how you fill in those pieces to make it different.
It's like FPS. I mean, how many years every FPS was Doom clone?
Exactly.
That was the first 2 words of every article I ever read about FPS.
Oh, yeah, and then every game on console, every FPS on console was freaking Halo. Like it's always going to be that way. It's just easier to compare that way too. Like,
and there's only so many types of video game you can make of it. It's like they say there's only so many songs at the end of the day. Like that's why you keep hearing going, is that? No, that's something else. Like there's only so many ways you can arrange notes before you run out of them. And there's a lot of them. But you're always going to hit that point where it's like, this is derivative, but if it's enjoyable in its own way, then you get away with it.
Totally.
So I mean, I think it's fair.
Yeah, and I think more games will come out in this kind of style and gameplay mechanics where it will become like you're saying, like an FPS genre, like different type of like subgenre of open world games, and great, like bring more of them out, bring like really push what open world games can do and be.
And now that we're entering in a new era of fidelity and our gameplay, like I'm really interested. My interest is very piqued in what we could see, like just already what we're seeing with the PS5 and that other system, I forgot what it's called. PC. That's what it is. It's now, anyway, being all serious, like it's really interesting to see where we're at right now. I'm pretty excited.
It's going to be a banger year coming up as well for next year as well. Lots to look forward to.
One question. I know we're ending things, but I have one question for you guys. And I'm serious though. It was like it always sounds like I'm going to say something funny, but so the Warner thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I know we got to be in this and all that kind of stuff, but my big question though for you guys, yes, it's a big deal. Like we're on a pandemic, we're on become virtual shut-ins essentially. I know over here they're going to HBO Max. Have they said over where you guys are?
Not yet. We don't know what it's gonna come to when it comes to here. I mean, we have like HBO is a Sky channel over here, and Sky has a number of different apps. Like I have Now TV, which is a Sky app for like on demand, and then they have like different passes, like an entertainment pass, a sports pass, that you can like activate within the app or within your device, whatever, the TV, to then access like movies, like Sky Movies or HBO TV shows and things like that. I assume it's probably going to come to a service like that, as maybe like an HBO Max pass or something like that. Maybe.
I did hear a rumor that, and it is purely rumor, and there's probably a lot of speculation involved, that it might be an Amazon Prime channel.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, there was a little bit of trustworthy source and an awful lot of talking about trustworthy source. So it was all. I'm not certain, but it's certainly one option, because I know. I mean, I've just added our first Prime channel because I grabbed the Hallmark Christmas movies channel because I'm a sucker for a sappy Christmas movie. So, but there's a lot of good stuff on there. But obviously I know Amazon are throwing money at stuff because Jeff Bezos has found a couple of billion down the back of a sofa somewhere probably. So, but
him with his cat just up at like some mountain peak in a volcano,
fresh from eating a baby.
Yes.
He's a creepy dude.
He is. And now that he's buff, it's even creepier. Like, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
So but okay. I just wanted to like we can touch on this subject later. I know we've got to end.
I mean, because that's exciting for. I mean, it's shitty for cinemas, but it's exciting for people like at home that still don't want to go to the cinemas just in case.
Here in the States, we have chain AMC. I would assume because it's American, I think, is the A in AMC. I would figure it's not there, but I don't know. The CEO came out and was very angry that this was happening, and it was just like, look, they don't owe you really anything, buddy. Like these filmmakers and these studios have got to get these movies out. They're just backlogging them, and people are just not making money.
Yeah,
and so it's just this is the way the next year is. The way it is, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, but Christmas Day is going to be a banger year with Wonder Woman coming out same day. Pixar's Soul coming out the same day on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Yeah. A whole bunch of other stuff as well. Man.
It's crazy. Like I'm like just that entire announcement was just like, okay, well, I'm glad I have a 4K TV and I guess pop some popcorn and watch a bunch of digital movies because that means all these other studios are going to be doing similar things.
Totally.
To compete.
Yeah.
So.
They're always waiting for one to do it first, right? And then once one does it, then they'll follow suit.
We were going in this direction anyway. It's just COVID just kind of pushed it over the edge a lot quicker. That's all that happened.
The minute that announcement hit, there was always going to be backlash for because I love the cinema. I love going to the cinema.
Me too. I worship at the Church of Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is a big thing for me to go. So it is painful for me not to go right now because I want to go see Freaky so bad right now. That movie Freaky.
Oh god, that looks so good.
Oh, I want to go see it. Actually, I've been debating because we do have theaters open here. And I was looking at like showtimes that were before and after. You could actually see the people who was how many people were in the theater.
Okay.
And looking for like one showing where nobody's in the theater before and after. And I was like, I feel bad, but nobody's there. I don't have a problem. But like, it is scary. Like, and the average person is not going to go to the movie theaters probably for another year.
Yeah.
And so, it is kind of like they have to do what they have to do right now. And so
exactly.
We've got the oldest purpose-built cinema in Scotland here in the town near me, and it's been renovated and it's beautiful. You go inside and it's got there's a tree and a wee house at the side and all that, and the roof is painted up like clouds. It's a real old-fashioned cinema. And it's open again, but they can only have a handful of people in because you can sit two people here if you're together, and then 10 people in the gap and that. And they're showing Muppet Christmas Carol on Christmas Eve, and there's a part of me that's yes, see that in the cinema, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't want to actually go and do it because of everything going on.
Yeah.
So, but I think the thing was with the Warner announcement that it was always going to get backlash, and because there's part of me reading that's like, well, that sucks for cinemas, and I don't want cinemas to fold. But at the same time, I think they've all been sat there, like you said, sat on this announcement, and they just wanted the first person to do it so they get the backlash. And then anyone else who announces it are like, well, look, they did it. We're just trying to keep up.
I love it. Same group, AMC. When Universal did, what was the movie that they it was one of the first ones that basically did, hey, we're not going to be at the theater. We're going to go digital. I forgot which movie that was.
That, McLellan, wasn't it?
No, that was Disney.
Okay.
But it was Universal. It was one of their movies.
Okay.
And AMC came forward and said, look, you know what? Because of that, we're never showing a Universal movie ever. Ever. And I was just like, okay, so you're not going to show, I don't know, the Fast and the Furious series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
or Harry Potter. Is Harry Potter Universal?
Warner.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, which I guess theoretically, if there's some reason it went into the next year, it would be whatever the next one of that is. So
Graham's just said it was Jurassic World 3. Was it Jurassic World 3?
I don't remember what it was.
Or was that like a later announcement that they're
that's
doing,
a later
yeah
because that got delayed. That's actually filming. That was filming up until recently. Right. I think at Pinewood. Partially. Up until recently. I don't know. We could get into movie talk, but it's also like 5 a.m. for me. So, but I mean, it's such a crazy world that we're living in, and I'm so glad though that so far, we're all doing well, and we've got holidays to look forward to. So
yeah. Everybody's hopefully staying safe and just enjoying media and video games.
Oh God, I was looking the other day, like every holiday movie that I could ever want to watch, like all the staples are streaming right now for me, every one of them, and I'm just like, this is the first year that's possible.
Yeah.
So, I don't really have an excuse not to watch them.
Great stuff.
Even without
Fortnite.
my tweaking Christmas DVD shelf. You can watch pretty much everything online now. So.
I know, even some of the more obscure ones, which you maybe can't even find on like a physical disc anymore.
Oh.
But Jamie's got them. Just tap Jamie for like a library card. He'll want it to you.
In my talking things for the thing, a friend of mine came over today, and she had never seen the Star Wars Christmas special, the original 1978 one.
Wow.
And we got about 25 minutes into it, and she was crying almost. It was so bad. So, like, it is absolutely,
really
like, I've seen it
Is it
before.
really that
but
bad? I've well since I've seen it.
It's like, we you know what? Let's put a pin in that, and I will send you both a link.
Okay.
If you really want to watch it, we could talk about it on the next episode. So
That sounds good to me.
It's been a
Anyway,
while.
guys, thank you for joining me again for episode 20 of the Weekend Catch-Up Club, and of course to our viewers who tune in every single week to hear the rambling. Thank you again. If you're watching Catch-Up, of course, thank you to all the views. Guys,
Jamie,
I'm sure.
I swear to God, if you watch that damn movie, the Star Wars special before you watch Mandalorian, I'm going to be really pissed.
I promise I will watch Mandalorian and quickly. Because now I fear, that we may start an international incident if I don't.
Probably
So I'll
will.
definitely be.
Until next time, guys, take care, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.